Hi, so in today's video we'll be talking about illusions and tricks that stores use. So let's get started. It's a fact that people usually spend about $100 to $150 every week at the grocery store, but 20% of that's in your shopping cart is not things you need but just want. We all give in to pressure of things we want without even realizing it. When you really think about it, it's kind of like they're brainwashing us to buy things. Kind of spooky. The first trick is milk. They always put milk in the back of the store, and milk is a common thing people need and use. I usually get milk about like every week at the grocery store because we drink it so much. So they put it in the back of the store, so you have to walk through aisles to get to it, and as you walk through aisles you usually see something you want and like, oh, hey, that's pretty cool, so you put it in your shopping cart. The second trick is music in stores. Research shows that the music in the store influences on your shopping behavior. Let's say like a grocery store don't have music playing in the background. They are not going to have as many sales as a store with music. Their sales are not going to be as good. But even if they do have music, it depends on like what type of music. If for some reason they have like sad, depressing music, you're not going to be wanting to buy anything. Like you just won't be in the mood for it. But that's why stores usually play upbeat, happy music, so you want to be in the mood to buy something. You're in a happy mood, dancing around. Probably not, because you'd be called a crazy person, but then you're motivated to buy more. The next trick is called color schemes. So basically, like outside of a store, they usually use something called warm colors. These warm colors are usually about yellow, red, or orange. And these warm colors like influence you and just intrigue you to go into that store and buy something. But when you get inside, it's complete opposite, and these colors are called cool colors, and they're like blues. The next trick is really interesting, and I really had no clue. But basically, each year they want to make shopping carts bigger and bigger so you can fit more and more. And like the baskets, you know, the little things, if you're just picking up like 2 items, they try to like hide them from you, so you would most likely get a cart, and so it would be bigger and you could buy more. They say shopping carts have tripled in size since the 1970s. The next trick is about smells in stores, which I actually kind of noticed their pattern there. Like when you go into a store, they usually have a deli or a bakery, and but they put it in like the entrance, so when you walk in you get a breeze of the smell of the fresh food, and these smells like make you hungry and like want you to buy them. This next trick is kind of tripping me out, but like it makes sense. Like they're not stupid, they know what they're doing, and it's brand placement. So you know, like as a kid you see something, you grab it, ask your mom, or just throw it in the cart or whatever. Well, they did that on purpose. They usually lay down things like macaroni or raviolis or kid foods like cereal, where they can see it, spot it, or just reach it. So I also thought it'd be kind of cool to add some advertisements, kind of tricks and like illusions. Advertisements are tricks to make food look very appetizing. A crazy hack they use is they usually use deodorant or hairspray to shine the food. You know, like fruits, like a strawberry for example, it's like looking very shiny, very yummy on camera. Well, and you know your yummy pancakes and waffles with the yummy beautiful syrup? Well, I hate to break it to you, sweetie, but that syrup is motor engine oil. I'm sorry? Actual syrup absorbs into a pancake waffle really quickly, and the photographer don't have much time, so they just use engine oil instead, so they have plenty more time. For hamburger patties, they cover them in shoe polish to get them that shiny effect, and they're usually raw, so they just use that shoe polish to make them like they've been cooked fully. Time to do some cake talking. So you know when they slice into the cake on TV and it just looks so good, so perfect, the frosting, just everything like Well, that frosting is held by cardboard. And for hamburgers to hold it, like the pickles and lettuce and everything on the hamburger, they use a toothpick. I'm sorry, but they're just lying to us. Like, I can't believe them now. Like, they're making these delicious food unbelievable. It's like expectations versus reality. For example, sodas, beer, everything. you know, they have that foam. That is liquid soap. They use liquid soap to make it foam up so beautiful and fresh and just, it's liquid soap. I'm sorry. What? This one's kind of disgusting, and I don't know who thought of this, but they're kind of genius. But were you just laying in bed and thought about this one day? Basically, you know, ice cream. Yeah, that's colored mashed potatoes. Those ice cream cones and everything. They're colored mashed potatoes because ice cream melts really fast, especially under hot studio lights. So they just use colored mashed potatoes. That's why it's so perfect and looks so yummy and not runny. I'm so mind blown by these. Like, what? These two I actually kind of knew about. They use shaving cream instead of whipped cream because whipped cream, again, is too runny, melts too fast. So they just use shaving cream, which is kind of disgusting. But I kind of knew about that one. And this one I also kind of had an idea of. They use plastic ice cubes instead of real ice cubes because, you know, when they pour the drink in, you know, that would kind of melt them very slowly. And they don't have time for that. So they just use plastic ones. This one I think is really unnecessary. Instead of like actual milk, they use glue for like cereal commercials and all that. Like, they do that so like the cereal don't get soggy, but still, that's a little out there. And the last one is steam. You know, when like hot food is like giving all that nice yummy steamy vibe. It's either photoshopped or they like heat up a cotton ball and put it behind the food to make it steam off. What's this? Yeah. Okay, emotions. But yeah, so that's really all of these crazy illusions and tricks. Like, wow. When I was doing research on this, I was like spooked. If you want more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. And I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys in my next one.